Okay, round two, Boogie with the Bull, Thursday, September 7th, 2023. Let's scroll down. No, we're still not here. Okay, we're still not here. Why? Well, let me see if we can try to figure this out. Maybe it's going to take a minute extra. Sometimes it takes an extra minute or two to get. There it is. It says we're live now. Okay, so we're live. I'm on the Dave Globin profile, so if you want to watch it, come on in to the Dave Globin profile. We're live in the Boogie with the Bull True Patriot Talk public group, and we're live over on YouTube on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. Going to start the broadcast off tonight, not naming any names because I honestly don't know and I really don't care, but the Dave Globin Facebook account has been the target of a few hackers over the last few days, a couple of cloners over the last few days, and today they somehow got into the Boogie with the Bull True Patriot Talk group chat and were sending naughty pictures to anybody they could through Messenger. Y'all know me, I wouldn't do that. Matter of fact, all of my other groups here on Facebook, chat is closed, blocked. You can't get into it. You can't start it. When I set up the Boogie with the Bull True Patriot Talk public group, I must have forgot to go in there and bolt the door and make sure no one could get in there. So I apologize to anybody who, like I said, got sent that rather graphic naughty picture. Plus, I don't look anything like that in that picture. Honestly, the picture doesn't do me any good. Anyway, I apologize for it happening, so we had to jump through hoops. This is the reboot of Thursday's Boogie with the Bull because I had to go to Facebook and play 20 questions in order to get back into my account, which means they had tried to, whack me again moments ago. So if you get any strange messages from me, you know they're not from me. If you get any strange posts from me, you know they're not me. And I wish this was the good old days where you could call the 800 number, get a hold of a tech on Facebook, and they would actually spend the time to help you clear out whatever the problems were and get everything straightened out. It's really sad in 2023 as we're all busting our asses for the 2024 election to have to put up with these people on Facebook who really have nothing better to do. I mean, I tell people, why hack my account? Why not just come on a Boogie with a Bull broadcast with me, wear a mask or hide your face and tell the world whatever your message is. I mean, you must have a reason for doing what you do. Woke up at 3 o'clock this morning and Facebook, evidently the email wanted me to delete my account. Didn't tell me why, just wanted me to delete my account. I'm Dave Globin. I've been Dave Globin on Facebook for 14 years. I'm not giving it up. Okay? I'm not giving it up. I'm just not giving it up. I am Boogie with the Bull. My first page on Facebook was the Boogie with the Bull page. It's still there. It has 1,600 members who can't post in it. They can only read it because a couple of years ago, Facebook made it a Facebook for Business page, and I'm the only one who can do anything there. But anyway, Jerry Michaels comes and joins us. Enough bitching. But like I said, if you get any bad messages from Boogie with the Bull, I didn't send them. I didn't post for the picture. And I apologize to anybody who got the picture. And my suggestion, if you do get the picture sent to you on Messenger, click the 3 dots in the corner, report it, and send it to Facebook, because 9 out of 10 times they'll find the link that it actually came from, and they'll remove it. But, when you got groups and friends and all this stuff on Facebook, sooner or later they got to figure that they got to bug you to make themselves look good. Anyway, Jerry Michaels is with me. That means he's not watching AGT, and I don't think he's going to be watching football later either. Your mic is off.
No.
Oh, okay.
I haven't watched a game. I think it's been 6 years.
Okay.
So I don't know. A lot of people gave up on that and they're watching it. I just not what it used to be anymore for me. And so I don't watch it. But
I don't understand the game. I ask too many questions, so people don't like to watch it with me anyway.
well, it's not that. It's just these guys, they're beating up their wives and girlfriends. They're they're getting caught with drugs, illegal drugs. We're giving them way too much money for that to be a kid with the entourages and all the rest of the bullshit and keeping it real. They can't get their driver's license renewed for some reason. I don't know why. And they're constantly doing 145 miles an hour in a 50 zone. So it's at some point you just have to say it's not what it was once. I grew up watching in the 60s and 70s where these guys went out there and they gave their all, and that was that. And I'm not saying they didn't have their problems. I'm just saying that not like today.
I don't remember who they played, but my dad took us to a Baltimore Colts game when Johnny Unitas was the quarterback. That was the first and probably only football game for many years I went to. I don't even remember who they played. Don't remember if they won. I think it was just the excitement of Dad and Mom loading all five of us in a car and taking us to a football game.
Yeah. Well, when you're young, that kind of thing is great. I mean, I was a Jet fan growing up.
Sure.
And going to the Orange Bowl in Miami and watching them play when Joe Namath still played. I'll remember that game the rest of my life. I went with my dad,
Yeah.
I also remember going to another Jet Miami game down there where I got hit in the head with a cup of ice because the Jets won. Remember that? I was like 14 or 15.
Were you a Jets fan?
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, okay. I always.
Oh yeah.
I always remember.
And I was wearing my Jets hat and everything.
I always remember telling people when we were dropping at baseball games at Fenway Park, if you're in favor of the opposing team and you're going to be wearing your gear, go find an area of the bleacher seats where nobody's sitting because they will be mean to you. Even if the Sox are winning. If the Sox are winning, that's even more of an excuse to be mean to you.
Well, that's another thing. The fans are horrible.
Yep.
Do we really need to stab each other like they do out in California over a football team that isn't paying your bills? I mean, come on.
I should hope not.
It has become, well, they do it all the time. There's constantly the Raiders and 49er fans, they're constantly fighting with each other. A week or two ago, one stabbed the other. I don't know what happened, but it's like, enough.
I can only remember.
Game. It's a game. It's not life. Okay, it's 3 hours or so of a distraction from your everyday life that you go and hopefully let off some steam. No doubt, it's like that's why one of the reasons I used to go to wrestling all the time was because you let off some steam. You yell at the bad guys. You cheer for the good guys, and who the hell knows going to win because it's all predetermined. And then you go home, and you enjoy yourself. It's a very simple process.
Right.
I don't know.
It was there was that escape from reality that you just called it. That you and your kids, exactly. and maybe your grandfather, and your dad, and you, kids. It was a thing to do, or a way to get our dads away from the reality of stuff that we were going through back then. It's sad that it has become it's become what it was.
I agree. It is sad, and the rule changes and everything else. The lack of discipline, the lack of all kinds of stuff that's going on is utterly ridiculous. And like anything else that has a union, the players, the union defends the players no matter what the hell they did. And then, of course, we can never forget the kneeling and the bullshit with Black Lives Matter, and I just can't get past that. It's just, you guys are millionaires and you're talking a load of crap is what you're doing. And
I don't know if I could have got away with it, but if I was an owner, I would have gone down when the kneeling started, and I would have said, I don't care where on this earth you kneel, and I don't care when. But if you're in my uniform, in my house, playing, and I'm paying you to play, you don't kneel. And if you don't want to be out there when they're playing the Star Spangled Banner with your hand on your heart, standing at attention and saluting America with everybody else there, stay off the field until that's done and come out. You want to go to
Jerry Jones did that, but Jerry Jones did that in the beginning, but he caved because the NFL probably made him cave.
Yeah.
If you're a billionaire, what I want to know is, after when all that was going on, is what these guys were doing off the field, to help their so-called cause, because it didn't seem like a lot of them were doing a hell of a lot other than pissing off everybody in the country over this crap.
Right.
I don't tune in for this social justice bullshit. I get enough of that during the week. It's the same thing with actors, and it's the same thing with singers, and it's just, shut up and play, okay?
Right.
I don't know. It's silly. It really is.
It is. It's crazy.
But there's nothing that can be done to stop it by me, so I decided not to watch. The NFL has not noticed that I don't watch because everybody else went back to watching. So, if you want to have some kind of thing where, you're opposing something, everyone. That's that.
Yeah. It's like the writer's strike. I'm okay with it. Like I said, I got a little ticked off because of this bad picture that got sent to Robin Brunson. Well, one of them got sent to Robin Brunson, and she, of course, contacted me and wanted to make sure that I didn't send it, and let me know it was being sent, and that was okay. It happened to someone else, and they believed that I sent it. And like I said, it's been jumping through hoops with Facebook for the last. I've been jumping through hoops with Facebook for the last. Well, I did that, but I did that, but that only works with the hackers. and the hackers didn't have my password to get into it, so they'll just figure out the new one. The cloners don't need your password. They just take a screen print of your profile and put it on what's called a Facebook ghost link, and everybody thinks that it's you until they start posting things that they know you wouldn't see, and you can't see when you're cloned because it's not like a hacker is using your Facebook account. The cloner has put what looks like your account on a link that isn't yours, so you can't see it. You have to wait for other people to tell you, that something weird has happened. But the reality is that, it's 2023. We're getting into the 2024 election, and these games are going to start. And I should have done what I did this morning. Should have done what I didn't do this morning when I rolled over at 3 o'clock in the morning and woke up and checked my email. And I got that email from Facebook. You got to jump through hoops to straighten out your account again. Rather than trying to do it, I should have just rolled over and went back to bed.
Yeah, Dave, doing that at 3 o'clock in the morning is an obsession. It's not normal. You got to stop doing that. You got to quit worrying about Facebook so much. Facebook don't care about you. You should not care about Facebook as much as you do.
They don't. And YouTube doesn't either. I guarantee within a month my YouTube channel will be gone too.
Nobody. People care more about social media than social media cares about them. That's why I care very little about social media. If I get one of them things, I'll do it or whatever. I've had to do the same thing in the past and whatnot because they send you a thing or whatever, and I'll just do it. And you know what? That's the end of it. I don't argue with them. If they take something down, I don't argue with them because I don't give a damn. Usually, I will send. If they take something I put up down, I will send them a message sort of like, I found this stupid shit on Facebook, yet you're taking me down for sharing it. Screw you. That's what I'll say, and then I'll forget about it. It don't matter.
Right.
None of it matters.
No, it doesn't.
It's really and truly not that important.
No. They have taken something I enjoyed, which is social media, and turned it into now just a royal pain in the ass. Using Facebook. It's more of a concentration camp now than it is anything else. And it's going to become worse of a concentration camp in the future.
Not to mention the fact that Facebook is outdated. It's mostly older people using it, and eventually it will go by the wayside. It'll just take a long time. That's all.
It's taking too
long. Like anything else, it ages and then it dies. It's like what I don't know. Truth Social and all these other ones. I'm not really that enamored with them either. I just whatever. I don't care. I really don't give a damn.
The only reason Truth Social will make it is that there's a lot of money behind it. Trump put up a lot of money. He married Rumble, who has a lot of money. He married another big off-the-wall company behind it who had even more money. And, it's all about money,
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's a big money laundering game, I told you, Messenger.
I don't know.
Go ahead. I was watching that video. I was watching something, and then when it was done, the next one that came up was a guy, and I should have known who he was, or he should have identified himself, because in the whole thing he never identified who he was. But evidently he got hired by the Arkansas Development Finance Authority. And they were supposedly created by Bill Clinton when he was governor to loan money to churches, loan money to schools, loan money to universities, colleges, and do some good. And it turned out near the end, they were nothing more than they'd get a massive delivery of money that was dirty, and they would send it out and get it cleaned. And when it was clean, it went back to the people who it was dirty. The whole thing turned out to be a big Mondo scheme. And I kind of enjoyed watching it. I learned a lot, but then I said to myself, and there are so many more going on, and so many new ones that are launched each day that the crap's just never going to go away. I kind of wonder. I kind of hope in some ways that October 4th emergency test to make sure your cell phone emergency system works and all the emergency notifications on all your devices work. Part of me says maybe they're just going to shut down the internet and take it away from us. They might leave me with a cell phone, but they're probably going to turn off. They're going to turn off social media on the internet, or we won't like what is allowed to come back. And I don't know.
Tell you what, Dave. You know what would happen if they shut down the internet? You know what would happen if they shut down the internet? About a week or two later, everybody's life would get better. That's what would happen. After the initial shock of it all, everybody's life would get better. Okay, people would talk to each other more. People would, find out things from each other. I think
I
the
bet you
internet has been
everybody.
a downfall. If you
I
ask
think
me.
everybody would be in Washington D.C. And I don't say that there's going to be a gun battle or a bloody battle. I think everybody's going to be at Capitol Hill, and it's just going to be, you guys are done. We're taking it back, and we're going to run it our way. And hopefully it's that easy. But nothing I say is ever easy. Arch Kennedy is watching. Arch, always a pleasure to have you watching. And one night when you're available, you're always welcome to come on. And Robin Brunson is watching. And Robin, if you missed the beginning, I apologize profusely for the situation that happened with you, and got it straightened out so that will not happen again. Walt Coons is watching. William Grant is watching. And up in Canada, I got to scroll back so I get his name right, Ensign Kreft Robinson is watching up in Canada tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here. And my buddy Don Marie was the first person to log in and watch. The comments are welcome in the live chat, and we'll carry them through if we can. And anybody else who got the link, anybody else who got the first link, it's wrong. And I'll put the new link up in the live chat, so people will be able to join us if they want. And let me see if I can do this. Oh, come on. Yeah. And it is, whoops. This is the part where I got to pay attention or else I will mess it up. I know, Delilah. I'm typing it as fast as I can. Let's see. Right. I am. All right. That is the link if you want to be on. Actually, it's right here. If I do this, it will be right there in the live chat. It should, in about a minute, it should show up on the. There it is. It's on the bottom of the screen. You can see it now. So if anyone wants to join us,
Dave,
I don't know.
Explain to me something.
Yes.
Dave, listen to me.
Yes.
All you got to do is go to invite, push on that, then push copy, and you can put in the comments and paste it in the comments. That's all you got to do.
Well, let me try that because I've
You
never
don't
done
have to
it.
type it out.
I've always just typed it out because I didn't know I could do that.
Just go to invite. All right. Listen, go to invite. Click on
Okay.
invites, bottom of the screen, and the thing will pop up. Now push copy,
Wait, hold
and
on.
then all you got to do is push, put it in the comments. That's it. And if you want to take it over to Facebook and put it there, you just paste it over there.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
You must spend a half an hour just sending out the link to everybody,
I don't care
pushing
about
the
that.
or typing
No,
it
I
out.
can't. No, I just no, I just send it to the people. I use that. I instead of copy, you click on Messenger, and then it
Oh,
opens up
I know what
Messenger, and you can invite everybody that way. Anyway, Jerry has a friend on the broadcast.
Hello.
Hey, Robin, how you doing?
Not too bad.
She came here. If she pulls out a gun, Jerry, let me know. I got a duck because she got an email. She got a thing on chat that was not meant for anybody to get. I don't know how it happened, but it's been prepared so that it won't happen again. But anyway, what's happening, Robin?
Not a whole lot here.
Okay, where is here again so I can remember?
Iowa.
Iowa. Okay. And okay. We are on William Grant. We are on YouTube. We have a Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. We are not on Rumble yet because we're not wealthy enough to be on Rumble yet. But and we've been on YouTube for about 14 years now. So when they allow me to be on YouTube. But, what's the good word, Robin? What are people talking about? Who's going to win the Super Bowl tonight?
Oh, who's playing?
I don't know.
Your guess is good as mine.
I don't know. When it came time for the first football game every year, I used to say the LA Dodgers are playing the Boston Red Sox, and the winner is going to be the. I'd pick the worst team in the league at the time and say the winner is going to be them. But I haven't really watched football much since Al Davis threatened to move the Oakland Raiders to Los Angeles, and when he actually did it, I stopped watching.
I watch college football.
College football.
Yes.
Army Navy.
Nope.
No.
The Iowa Hawkeyes.
The Iowa Hawkeyes. Okay.
Actually, Iowa and Iowa are playing here on Saturday.
Iowa and Iowa are playing in Iowa on Sunday, and I bet Iowa wins and Iowa loses.
Well, are you referring to the Hawkeyes or the Cyclones?
I don't know. All I heard you say Iowa is playing Iowa this Sunday in Iowa.
Actually, they're playing on Saturday.
Oh, excuse me, on Saturday.
Yes.
So Iowa is playing Iowa
Yeah.
on Saturday, and Iowa wins, and I bet Iowa loses. But I won't tell you which one. I don't want to spoil the game, so I won't tell you until Sunday.
Because the Cyclones are in Ames, Iowa, and then the Hawkeyes are in Iowa City.
Okay.
So that's why I say Iowa's playing Iowa.
Okay. And which one is favored to win? Or which one do you want to win?
It's hard to say which one's going to win because they're both good teams.
Okay. Well, I just want Iowa to win.
Well, so what you're saying, it doesn't make a difference if it's the Hawkeyes or the Cyclones then.
Right. Like I think it was the '89 World Series was San Francisco Giants against the Oakland A's. And I had just moved back here from there, and it really didn't matter to me which team won. But Iowa playing Iowa, so you got it here. The smart from Dave Blue, the smart money's on Iowa. And let me know on Sunday how smart your money was.
Yeah.
All I know is nobody won the Powerball. Yesterday was a little over 400 million. Nobody won. The next one is going to be a little over 500 million, and probably no one will win that until it gets up to around $1 billion, and then someone will win it, but it won't be me.
Yeah. See, Mega Million is once. Isn't the Mega Million done on Wednesday nights?
I think so.
And then I know the Powerball is done on Saturday nights.
No, because it had to be Powerball was last night because I bought it last night.
Okay.
And my wife said we got two numbers, but we didn't have a Powerball, so we had two numbers that got squat.
Yeah. Hey, Jerry, if I win the Powerball, would you move to Iowa then? Probably not.
Jerry?
I already know the answer to that, and I already answered my own question.
Oh, okay. I was going to say his mic's off, so he might not want us to hear the answer.
Hey, Michelle, if I win the Powerball, you and Jerry got to move to Iowa.
Okay.
And
if he wins the Powerball, then you got to move to Florida.
Okay. It's a deal. How about that, Jerry? Can he even hear us?
I don't know. Jerry, can you hear us? Your mic is off. Let me try this. I don't know if this will work. But let me try it. Let's see if this works.
No.
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 Oh, okay.
So he's just basically ignoring our conversation.
For the 2000th time, I am not moving to frickin' Iowa, where it's cold in the winter. I will stay in Florida. No,
or it's not cold in the winter.
I don't care about that, but because the first thing I'm going to do when I win the Powerball. Well, first I'd have to play that you got to get. So I'm going to build a wall. I'm going to build a wall. Yeah, I'm talking.
Actually, Actually, it's cheaper to live here in Iowa than what it's down there in Florida.
Okay.
He disappeared.
He did. I'm not sure what happened. He started to say something, and then he vanished. But I'm not sure until he comes back. I hope he comes back, but it's been one of those days for me anyway. So
no, that's why I told you about that on the general chat about that post.
Well, right. You usually in all of my groups, I turn that chat off in all of my groups because I've had problems in the past where rogue admins and moderators who don't want to work with everybody set up something and you can't see it because they set it up and you didn't get invited to it, and it just becomes a hassle.
Yeah.
It just becomes a hassle. And it really wasn't a good picture of me anyway.
Gee, I thought it was.
Okay. It didn't show my good side.
But there's a couple other chats that I have, like Clock Up Aboard and the Moonshiners one, and they get pictures like that on there
Yeah.
too. Well,
Oh, yeah. When the cloners will clone your page and then they'll put up a cloned page with all those kinds of stuff. It's just a pain in the rear end. I don't understand why people have to do it. I really don't.
I wonder if Jerry's having internet issues.
I don't know. Our weather's not crazy up here, so I don't know how it is down where he is. I don't know. I invited some people, but I figured that most were going to be watching football anyway, so I didn't know who was going to show up and who wouldn't. And some nights we had a problem where it didn't load right at first, so I had to kill it and then set it all back up again. And then Facebook locked me out of my account. And I jumped through all those hoops. I don't know. I mean, I've said to some of them, why would I cause all this trouble on me and cause all this trouble? Whoop, there he is. He's back. Whoop. There he is. He's back.
Jerry, are you having internet trouble?
Too much of a delay.
Yeah.
Yeah, as usual.
That's not good.
No.
If it keeps up, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yep. I didn't know how many people would show up for tonight anyway because of.
It's a bad lag.
Okay, but I wasn't sure how many people would show up tonight for it anyway. So,
Dave, are you down in Florida too?
I can hear you guys fine.
I am in northeastern Florida.
Yeah, I said that
guess.
10 minutes ago, though. That's the thing. There's a bad lag in the voice being streamed.
Okay. Yeah, and I've never been able to figure out if it's on Facebook's end, if it's on StreamYard's end, because we're sending everything to Facebook. So I don't know who the lag is based on, but but it was going to be a big pay for it, but that's okay. Like I had started to say, I didn't know how many people would show up tonight. Because AGT, America's Got Talent, is on. And then when that was done, I think the game was coming on. And I just didn't know.
I
just didn't know if we'd have anybody watching.
It's Detroit and Kansas City that are playing tonight.
That's right, Detroit and Kansas City. And if I remember correctly, I think my grandson wants Kansas City to win. But I don't remember. And I used to only watch it if the Patriots were playing. And if they were playing, even then I really didn't even watch it because I was afraid if I was watching it, they'd lose. So Randy Rhodes is now watching. Good evening, Randy. And the link's there on the screen. If you want to pop in, Randy, you're more than welcome. If not, you're more than welcome to watch. But a quiet night here. Oop, Jerry popped out again. So, Randy, if you're around and you want to pop in, you're welcome to pop in. Anybody else who can see the link, if you want. It was going to be this crazy. Then I don't know. We'll see. Randy Rhodes says, "Did Jerry share with you that the murderer in Pennsylvania was captured with the help of a chocolate Labrador?" dark chocolate or white chocolate?
One of my coworkers was telling me about that today. That there was an escape. He escaped prison and was on the run. So how far did they catch him?
Randy, where did they catch him? Gonna wait for him to okay, yep. Jerry said his internet is lagging too much, so he apologized. And
Here's one of my kitties.
kitties. Randy's a cat man too. He's got one that crawls up on his desk and watches. And Randy says, right now I have 8 paying clients, and now with his position in the genealogist group, he is off the wall, very close to where Randy lives, which means that it wasn't Randy. No.
This kitty that I just showed you, this is Miss Trixie.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I think we're just going to go ahead and call it, Rob, but you're more than welcome to come back anytime you want. The live chat's not busy, so there's not a lot of people to keep comments going, and the other guys, I'm sure, like I said, I'm sorry that Jerry's having trouble, and the other guys and gals that Jen I knew couldn't make it, so she wasn't going to be able to be here.
Do you drink much coffee?
I drink about 30 ounces of iced coffee at the start of every morning. Okay. And by I don't know, on a good day, by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, usually it's gone, or I make it take all day. And Randy says it's storming in Pennsylvania pretty bad, so maybe that's on its way here and interfering with Jerry. But it was a pleasure having you on, and you are welcome back. The next one will probably be Tuesday. Hopefully everybody's internet will be working and everybody will be here. But it was a pleasure having you on.
All right. Thank you, Dave. And we'll catch you later.
Okay.
All right.
Robin?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Yep. All right. Robin Dixon, Robin watches the American Rebellion Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The 5 days of the week 4 days of the week that we're not on. No one does it on Sunday, and we do it Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. as well. And, I appreciate everybody who tuned in. David Bray, Mr. Patriot Rocker, I'm glad you tuned in. William Grant tunes in a lot. And again, we're on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, as well as the Boogie with the Bull True Patriot Talk group here on Facebook and my profile. And working on a few other places. William Coons watched Arch Kennedy, a great guy. You see Arch in all of our groups, posting in a lot of other groups on Facebook. Good Patriot. Thank you for watching. And one of these days we're going to get you on. And let me scroll back. Edson Kraft Robinson, like I said, joined us from Canada. He was on the Save the Children and the Mama Bear tailgate parties broadcast that we had Tuesday. That broadcast earned a special award because we were talking about the vaccines and our view of the vaccines. That broadcast no longer exists on Facebook. On YouTube. It was flushed away from YouTube, and who knows, maybe it'll get flushed away from Facebook too. Not really worrying about it much these days anymore. But again, apologize for anything anybody might have seen on Facebook or got from Facebook from a Boogie with the Bull account or my account. I will finish the hoop jumping tomorrow and get things straightened out. I have a question that I have to talk to a tech at Facebook to try to figure out, because it looks like a computer of mine that doesn't work anymore. The battery's dead, so I know that it's not on. Is logged in on my account. It looks like an old cell phone of mine is logged in on my account. And there was something else. 2 old computers that I have, but they don't work anymore, are logged in. And an old cell phone that I have is logged in. And until I can figure out how to get them unlogged, maybe that's the back door that people are using to get in and screw my account. And I'm, again, sorry that people feel they have to do that. Our groups, once again, American Regulators, give me a second, American Regulators, Conservative Freedom Defenders. Art Sessa started the group, and we've got a really great crew of admins and moderators in there right now. Very active news feed. We are nearing 400 members, on our way up to 1,000. And once we hit 1,000, maybe we'll go up a little bit from there. But 1,000 members is great for me. 365, I think it was, before we went on tonight. 365 members in Conservative Freedom Defenders. Not bad, because we started it with just over 200 a little over 2 years ago, and active members. So a good, as I call it, Judeo-Christian valued group of Conservative Freedom Defenders. A lot of good stuff in there. Terry Stark, who was a conservative, and a lot of other groups on Facebook. She has some really good hippie peaceful groups as well. She is one of the most active members of the group. She's on Facebook at about 12 a.m. Eastern. So I think it's 3 o'clock in the morning for her in Arizona, but she wakes up early and she goes to bed early. Hang on. She wakes up early and goes to bed early, so she's on from about midnight to 6 a.m. Eastern Time, posting in American Regulators, Conservative Freedom Defenders, Red Patriots for America, and the Hardcore Conservatives group. She's in Boogie with the Bull, True Patriot Talk public group, posting a lot. She's got her hippies group, 2 of them that are going, and they're just a fun alternative to all of the other fun stuff you see on Facebook. So give that a thought, or give that a check. Stephen, I had a problem with the boot, the original setting it up, so the link that you got sent wasn't the right link. I had to reboot, and I didn't know how many would actually show, with tonight being the first football game and America's Got Talent and a bunch of other things. So I apologize. And Jerry's having internet problems, so I think we're just going to pull the plug, and we will be back next Tuesday. Tomorrow night is Friday, so I'll try to get on to the American Rebellion. Like I said, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Stephen Tolliver is there a lot. Crazy Horse, you see him around Facebook. A very knowledgeable person. Read his posts. And one of these days, hopefully, if Stephen had time, he should do his own. He really should. Pick a time when people will be around to watch. A very knowledgeable man on a lot of things that he can finally talk about. Some of the things he could not talk about. But anyway, let's just kind of chalk this one up to, we tried it, but it didn't quite happen the way that it should have. So live well, prosper. This is the part of the program where we say, you've been watching Boogie with the Bull, True Patriot Talk, a presentation, copyrighted presentation of the No Budget Broadcasting Company. We own everything associated with it. We take blame for everything associated with it. And, some days you just do your best, and then you say your prayers, you go to bed, you get up the next morning, and you do your best. And when it doesn't look like it's working, then maybe sometimes you think about it, you move on to a new direction. Stephen, fly up 4 of their first lawsuits against the DNC. I hope you'll be on the American Rebellion and talk about it tomorrow, Stephen. You are welcome to, if there is anything that you can post publicly at this time, you're welcome to go into any one of the 4 groups and put it in there. The Boogie with the Bold True Patriot Talk is a public group, so if you want everybody on Facebook to see it, that's the group to go into. And I know you have groups and places on Facebook that you can put it into as well. So, like I said, tomorrow, Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, the American Rebellion downstairs on the American Rebellion blogger page. Then Saturday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., same thing. Take the weekend off. And Monday, the American Rebellion. Tuesday, Boogie with the Bull. So everything that we were going to try to do tonight, we'll get figured out and planned into Tuesday's broadcast. If you want to be on the broadcast, all you got to do is let me know. Because, yes, like Jerry said at the beginning, I actually do send everybody the link that wants to come on. And then in the broadcast, in the on the Dave Golden profile live chat, we usually always have the link posted for those who want to join the broadcast. Just a bunch of people getting together and talking about what's going on in our lives, what's going on in the country right now, things that we might do to change it if we could. So, Stephen, thank you for tuning in. We'll scroll down one more time. Randy Rhodes, thank you for tuning in. Genealogy Services, everybody wants to know their family history. Randy Rhodes is the best. There's a group on Facebook, All Roads, RHODES, All Roads Lead to Home, Genealogy. Go in there, take a look around. And if you are interested, contact Randy. He, for free, will do a 15-minute check of your genealogy going back about 5 generations before you, or 4 generations before you and your generation. And usually provide you enough information that you might want to consider doing it. Yes, genealogy services are very expensive. If you talk to people off of Facebook, the quote-unquote professionals that do it for a living, it can be very expensive. Randy Rhodes, as far as I know, is the cheapest. It's $250 a month. You get unlimited time from him. He divides his time up among his paid clients as equally as he can. Everybody gets the same amount of time for the 30 days. And just doing very well with it. A group down in the southern states, a Confederate group, has just brought him in. And I can't remember the name of the group, Randy, but if you're still with us and you want to put it in the live chat or save it and come on Tuesday night, we'll talk about it. But he is now the general, a military rank general, in charge of genealogy services for this nationwide group. And he is handling, I think, 6 states for members of that group where he can help you. And so, like I said, All Roads Lead to Home, Genealogy, and go to that group. You can message Randy and get more information on his genealogy services. Really good job. He did a quick tree for me. Went back a little further than 5 generations, and then and one of these days I will get a hold of him when he has some time to start digging again and make it up and get me information. One of my mother's cousins does it for the family, and I want to see what Randy finds and then send it to my cousin and see if he has the same information. But anyway, I'm Dave Goldman. You're not. Thank you for the privilege of letting me abuse your time. I'm sorry we didn't get to abuse it for the whole 2 hours. But you win some, you lose some, and then you, I don't know, get ready for bed and hope that tomorrow is a better day. So Double B's for victory. This Boogie with a Bull broadcast came to an end. Double B's for victory that the reboot came to an end. And we'll try it again Tuesday night. The American Rebellion, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow evening, downstairs on the American Rebellion blogger page. There is an American Rebellion group. You can watch it in the group, but the group chat in the American Rebellion group is not moderated or monitored. So if you want to be a part of the broadcast, go downstairs to the American Rebellion page and watch there. And I hope whoever you want to win the game tonight, Detroit or Kansas City, wins. Let me know how you make out. And still, the biggest joke of the broadcast tonight, or the biggest kind of gaffe, whatever you want to call it, is like Robin Brunson said that Iowa is playing Iowa on Saturday. And I'm predicting that Iowa is going to win. And we'll find out on Sunday or Tuesday or sometime before. You'll find out. Sometime you'll know after Saturday. So sometime Sunday you'll know. And you can prove me right that Iowa is going to defeat Iowa. And if you're betting, the smart money's on Iowa. Anyway, have a great night.